Alright, so hello everyone, welcome back for another live trading session. Obviously we're going to kick things off with a little, market overview, get things, rolling, see where we are, see what's happened, see what developments have gone on, and kind of where we are within the market. So give me a few minutes and we'll get straight into it. Right, so Bitcoin. We'll start things off with Bitcoin. So currently, obviously, over the past couple of weeks, we have seen, Bitcoin holding up pretty well. So, not a couple of weeks. I'd say a week maybe. So you can see this week, kind of last week as well, maybe. So yeah, this whole month has kind of been bullish. You can see. I mean, it has been choppy overall. Say if we look into a deeper time frame, let's say we look at 30 minutes. You can see it's pretty choppy. It's kind of all over the place. So, yeah, it's actually not been too bad. We've been pretty bullish these past couple of weeks. I'd say like the last 2 weeks definitely. So kind of all of July we have been relatively bullish, but overall, the structure is still like very choppy. So what we've obviously seen is sellers have actually been capping every attempt at a breakout, which obviously we saw realistically here and in this area as well. 1, 2, 3 days there. So yeah, obviously we attempted the upside here again, and we still haven't surpassed this previous high. So I mean, overall structure is bullish, but then again, we're still not climbing back up to, let's say, this whole key level region that we had previously. So right now, what we're waiting for is the market to, kind of show us its hand before committing to a larger directional move. So like I said, currently there's not too much exciting things going on for Bitcoin, but overall price, like I said, price is all over the place. Like, I mean, look at this. Market open, very bullish, very bullish movements. Right, we'll jump in a 5-minute price time frame. So volume looks to be dying down. Volume is definitely dying down. From the US market open, you can see we were very bullish. So we made a move from about just under 65k, all the way up to just under 65.7k. Now we did see a little drop there. We'll see what we get, obviously, coming into the session. But yeah, for now, that's currently where we are at with Bitcoin. So if we have a closer look, we'll try and drop in some key levels that we obviously have. I mean, overall structure, like I said, is bullish. So this is the 4-hour time frame now. We'll drop in some key support and resistance levels just to kick things off. I believe it may be these lows. Yeah, that magnet is sometimes a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, obviously we've got these lows. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So you can see price is well, respecting the level on that support area. You can see it's kind of jumping from the level to the level to the level again. Eventually, we will obviously be maybe breaking out the structure. Well, it's not maybe. We will. It's either going to be the upside or the downside. There has been quite a lot of speculation whether we're going to actually continue, pushing to, let's say, at an attempt of 67 to 68, potentially to 70k range again. I think the kind of risky kind of movement has kind of died off right now, and there isn't actually so much noise within markets, on Twitter in general, that we are going to be continuing even lower. When obviously we saw the move for the downside, which was obviously here where we broke this range and we started dropping heavily. Yeah, a lot of traders were thinking, oh, we're going to go 50, 55k, 54k, maybe even 50k. But obviously we made a move here, tried to obviously come for the upside again, still continued for the downside, and realistically we made a low of 57.8k. Now, ever since that, we have been bullish, but overall we could still be in for a downside, because this is a major resistance level that price would obviously need to come through to. So obviously you can see this high has not been, well, we kind of made an attempt here, but then you can see heavy rejection. So if I drop, let's say, a level on that high, it'll probably be looking like this. So you can see this is probably a very well protected area. So we're looking at around 67.2k. Now, if we look at liquidity, we will most likely see something at that level. So let's have a look again. About 67.2k. So if we go on liquidity, just there you can see there's a big range there. If we have a look, let's say weekly, oh, we'll go a little bit short. Let's go 3 day. Not too much, actually, not too much. We do have more liquidity in the downside as well, actually, at around 99 million for 63k. I believe there is a wall actually built in the downside. Now, obviously, you guys can see. Wait, if I put that on my other screen, I don't think I can. There's currently a lot of positions being made around around 65.4k. Yeah, so about 65,500 is a very high zone, and then just below 65k as well. There's quite a lot of positions being made. So I'm currently looking at the book map of the current, obviously all the positions that are coming in live. I can't obviously shift the screen to you guys, unfortunately. I'm not sure why it's not letting me, but yeah. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. Like I said, we've obviously attempted that level. I believe we will most likely have some kind of resistance level in this upside, as we are continuing bullish. Obviously we've got the highs, lows. Obviously we're bullish. Obviously we have a nice uptrend in the 4-hour time frame that is clearly visible. Obviously if we do look into a tighter time frame, let's say, I don't know, 15 minutes and so on, obviously the price action does look a lot more choppy than what we have currently got in the 4-hour time frame. So if we come in for a trend line, and let's say we try and look for this resistance area, area level would most likely, well, we'll leave it at that for now. If we can get a nice level, let's say from potentially that high, and it doesn't really look like we are going to get one, but let's try and maybe get a nicer one in there. I'm not gonna lie, I'd say that's a pretty solid level that we've got. So we've got multiple confirmations on that area. Obviously, you can see we went based off of that candle there. Confirmation there. We have a breakout, a fake out. We'd call it fake out. We have a confirmation there, and then this candle doesn't quite support the level. This one supports the level very nicely. Another fake out. And then another fake out. Then we do have some mirroring on this level, so pretty much the market confirms the level from the other side. So you can see these two candles are touching that level perfectly. So that is some nice confirmation as well from the upside. And then we have this final candle confirming that level. So currently, that is what we have. That is how we are, kind of sitting, if that makes sense. So right now we are going to be looking obviously in today's session for potential positions we could come in for. So yeah, like I said, currently 4 hour time frame. I will obviously look at, well, we will look at some other things in the session as well. So let me just drop that perfectly. There we go. It's very nice, very nice. Look at that. So I've lined him up, I've lined these up, you can see we're looking very nice. So yeah, I believe there will be some kind of reaction here. I believe this could be that buy side liquidity. If we come in and drop a nice little rectangle on there. So that's what we'd be looking like. So we have support there and resistance there. So you guys can see how very nicely that price is moving on those two levels. You can see. Right, so we'll have a look at Ethereum as well. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Obviously, that's currently how we are looking for Bitcoin. ETF flows, I'm not sure. I actually haven't checked them personally. $240 million in outflows. I think I checked over the weekend. We had outflows over the weekend as well. So I believe obviously this geopolitical factor is playing a big role, and well, recently we have seen more conflict on the way, and pretty much the conflict, like I said, it drives oil prices. And well, what I've seen pulling up to the petrol station, and we can see the increase. You can see obviously it takes a toll in real time, in real life as well. Say if we go to that to fill up and everything. Yeah, so obviously it's nice to actually view how what we're seeing on the screen actually impacts us in the day-to-day. So like I said, we're filling up fuel and stuff like that. Now we will have a look at obviously we'll come back to Bitcoin shortly after, but yeah, let's have a look at Ethereum. Right, obviously we'll get some nice levels drawn out for Ethereum as well. See what we're looking like. I actually haven't touched up on Ethereum in a short while, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go grey and okay, that looks good. Right, of course we are as well in the 4-hour time frame. We are in a 4-hour time frame. Right, look for the supports first. It's actually not as visible as Bitcoins is. Right, we'll try coming from this low here. It's actually not too much. I think that we've got it there. Alright, so we've got some confirmation on the level, multiple confirmations. It does seem a little bit choppy though. It does seem a little bit choppy. We'll go from this high and we'll look for the downside. Alright, we've got a decent level there. It's not too bad. Okay, that's what we've got for Ethereum as well. Of course, same as Bitcoin, structure still bullish. And now from obviously we won't see what happened fully from the US market open as we are in a 4-hour time frame. But yeah, obviously Ethereum has been a little bit of a different story. So it's actually been underperforming Bitcoin recently. So obviously you can see it's not as nicely structured in this range as Bitcoin is. You can see Bitcoin's seeing a lot more volume overall, and then Ethereum's kind of you know, taking it easy maybe, but that is obviously because of what we've also seen. Quite a few altcoins, you know, have been struggling to build the momentum. So until Ethereum actually starts showing some more strength, it's probably going to be difficult for the wider altcoin market to, you know, really take off. So yeah, there is obviously the big altcoin weakness right now, and that's exactly what Ethereum is kind of showing us. You can see how nicely Bitcoin is moving in this range, and then you can see the correlation between the two. Obviously we reached that upside there, and then as for obviously for Bitcoin, I mean, and then for Ethereum it's kind of weaker, a lot weaker. Same kind of pattern here. You can see same kind of pattern, big downside, big upside. Same as well, big downside, big upside. And then here it's obviously weaker. Like I said, look, stronger and then weaker. Here obviously it's as bullish as both are very bullish. Maybe Ethereum saw some more bullish movement in this area. You can see Bitcoin not so much of a breakout. This was the biggest breakout for Ethereum. So then we had a touch upon this support, and then some consolidation, and then again for an attempt. But then here it's just been kind of the consolidation, big consolidation phase here, and then a slight move for the upside. And then we broke the support, and we've finally come back through. But then obviously Bitcoin didn't break that support. So overall, because you can see Ethereum is looking a lot weaker than Bitcoin right now. So we also obviously mentioned the altcoins, but we also have meme coins. So meme coins have actually been kind of, you know, pretty mixed overall as well. So let me just show you. Right, we'll have a look at, let's say, community sentiment maybe, leaderboards. Right, there we go. So we've got obviously trending, biggest gainers, biggest losers. So we have some obviously meme coins in there as well. Athena's actually been one of my favorites to trade. It's not a meme coin, by the way. It's an, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's an Ethereum-based currency or crypto. I haven't looked too deeply into it, but obviously we have Pump Fun, Odera, I'm not sure what that is. Then we have as well some kind of meme coins, and obviously got, this is the community sentiment, so these will be community based. So yeah, it's not looking too crazy. So obviously some names are still explosive, obviously still making these explosive moves. But overall, liquidity has become much more selective overall. So instead of seeing everything pumped together like we normally do in the previous cycles, so what we've actually seen now is that traders are becoming much more focused on specific narratives and stronger projects. So I feel like everyone's kind of, you know, being less risky. Obviously, in the previous cycle, when it was this, you know, meme coin hype, everyone was getting involved. So currently, I feel like everyone's, you know, kind of playing it safe. Everyone seems to be playing it safe. Now, another thing, Clarity Act. Let me just show you guys what new things we've had for the Clarity Act. Can't find a good post. Alright, let me just show you guys this one, but obviously we'll go through what we're seeing, so let's have a look. So the biggest stories, like we obviously mentioned in previous videos, lives, is the Clarity Act. So the market was wanting some regulatory clarity because that's what gives larger institutions more confidence to obviously continue entering into crypto. Now every single headline surrounding this has actually been moving the market, so it's actually definitely, you know, something keeping an eye on through today's session, upcoming days and upcoming weeks. So once this obviously act has been signed, it will most likely be a super bullish move for crypto, meme coins most likely as well, and everything inside the market will most likely be very bullish. So yeah, I mean it's a very positive thing, and obviously what we've seen previously as well is that Trump is definitely very for all of this. So we'll see what moves, we'll see what move we actually get, you know, when the Clarity Act actually does get signed. So we will see. Now on other subjects, we have the macro outlook. let's have a look. Let me show you guys. There we go. So obviously, on top of everything we have already mentioned, we also have the Federal Reserve in focus. So markets obviously are consistently trying to price in future interest rate decisions because they have a huge impact on what liquidity is doing and where it lays. So if traders obviously expect rates to stay higher for longer, then risk assets like crypto can struggle. But if expectations are more dovish, that's generally supportive for Bitcoin and the wider crypto market. So as of for Wednesday, which is just in 2 days, we do have obviously the federal funds rate, the FOMC statement, and the FOMC press conference. So this is obviously definitely something to obviously price in, keep your eyes on, and definitely wait for something interesting to happen. Maybe we'll get some news in the upcoming days of, you know, possible kind of outlooks on, you know, where we actually might be heading. So some noise will definitely be, you know, kind of brewing this week. But yeah, definitely, it's definitely more exciting than what we saw last week. Last week there was barely anything to kind of go off of, and that really did test a lot of patience, a lot of you know, emotion, as price was kind of moving in a very, very strange pattern. Very strange. Right, what we've got tomorrow? Nothing really tomorrow. Today's, like I said, relatively empty. So yeah, definitely Wednesday we will have something interesting happening. And then we have Thursday as well by the looks of it. So for 2 p.m. we have quite a lot of folders there for the GBP. So we have BOE monetary policy reports, monetary policy summary, MPC official bank rate votes, and official bank rate. So yeah, we might see some kind of reaction, but I don't think it's going to be too crazy. Obviously, it's not going to really affect Bitcoin, I don't think. But then we have for the USD advanced GDP, quarter upon quarter, I believe that is. Previous was 2.1, and now forecast is for 2.3, and that's already worse than obviously we previously had at 2.1. This obviously it may come in at 2.1, so you know the expectation might not be as high as obviously we are expecting. Now we also have the core PC index month on month. Previously was for 0.3 and forecast is for 0.1. And then shortly after, the unemployment claims, advanced GDP price index quarter upon quarter. So yeah, quite a lot to obviously cover this week. And then Friday, what we got for Friday? Japanese yen, policy rate, monetary policy, press conference, and then that's kind of it. For Euro, not too much. 5 p.m. Friday, consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. That might be something as well to kind of keep an eye on. So yeah, we do have a pretty busy week. There's quite a lot that's going to happen, quite a lot to, you know, kind of flow through. But yeah, that's currently what we've got going on. Now let's have a look. What else have we got going on? Geopolitics. Like I said about the fuel, everything like that. That does play a very, very big part in, you know, the whole market really. So obviously we have seen the continued geopolitical tensions in the background over the weekend in general. So like I said before, whenever uncertainty increases globally, then the markets can become much more volatile, especially if oil prices begin rising again. So obviously that's going to be something worth keeping our eye on, because it can indirectly influence inflation expectations and ultimately central bank policy. So yeah, that is currently where we are at. Obviously we'll have a look at exactly what we have seen in these last couple of days, you know, conflict wise. But yeah, overall, I think we're still sat at a pretty important point in the market right now. We've got obviously key macro events coming up, regulatory developments still unfolding, and Bitcoin still sitting at a pretty major level. So today, obviously, I'll mainly focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few stronger meme coins. Maybe some oil, maybe some, I don't know, gold, silver. It's kind of a bit of a mixed one. So yeah, obviously we'll be looking for the setups, well, you know, keeping risk controlled and nice. So with that in mind, let's jump into it. Right, so initially we are seeing a bit of a downside for Bitcoin right now. A little bit of a downside. Right, I mean, if we do get signals along the way of this, you know, kind of live session, we obviously will be looking to, you know, come in for some positions. So we got a signal for a sell on Tesla, TSLA, and that was 10 minutes ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll see if entry is still available. 3, oh no, 2 is too low. Price is obviously still too bearish for us to enter. If it does come back, let's say for 306.2, which is around this area, around there, then yeah, we could come in for a short position. But I feel like we may have kind of missed it. But yeah, let's actually have a little recap of what we've seen. So today, no, that's still yesterday. Oh, so yesterday, right? No, today. No, yesterday. Yeah. Yes, right, yesterday, anyway. Alright, we saw United States considers deploying special forces to seize enriched uranium from Iranian nuclear sites. And then we have President Trump pauses plans to expand strikes on Iran over concerns US air defense missile stockpiles could run dangerously low. American military boards oil tanker trying to evade blockade at the Strait of Hormuz. Ukrainian President Zelensky to meet American President Trump at the White House next week. Iran says the war will expand further if US restarts its attacks. Oil tanker suffers attack in the Red Sea. Prime Minister Netanyahu says he will travel to Washington tomorrow to meet US President Trump. He adds he will discuss all files including Iran. So we got Iran says oil tanker exploded after striking a naval mine in the Strait of Hormuz. So yeah, not too crazy of you know, movements going on. Right, so obviously today's US market open, obviously we had 650 billion that was added to the US stock market, and then we had 250 billion wiped out in the last 10 minutes after Iran denied holding any peace talks with US. So yeah, we have seen pretty crazy price action already. Right, so currently we don't really have any signals or anything happening. We'll have a look at what news we got. But yeah, nothing too crazy right now. Nothing too crazy going on right now. 306.32. I think we might still be valid for that position. 306.342 now. I think we're going to come in. We're going to come in on that. A little cheeky 1k. Oh, I did the wrong one. Alright, we'll log in really quick. Stop loss 318. Two, 6, 9. Right, well obviously we'll be aiming for like, I don't know, TP, we'll go for like TP2. But we do have quite a large stop loss in this position. But that's obviously to give it some play, give it a lot of play. Obviously you can see it's above those highs. It's actually a level we haven't managed to clear in a very long time. I don't even think ever. I'm not sure. Oh no, we have been in that area. So yeah, we will obviously be looking for this downside now, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, what else have we got? For now, we don't really have too much. We'll see what we can get going off of maybe some Bitcoin, maybe some, oh no, just move that level back soon. I think that was the level I was mentioning earlier. It should be. Right. Liquidity. We'll try to get the book. Yeah, I can't get it on here. Right, where are we at? 64,750, very high area of liquidity. 65,750. We'll go 1 hour. Let's have a look. We'll kind of zoom in as we go on. Obviously, we're now in the 4 hour. Then we'll look into 1. Volume is still dropping, so we'll wait for volume to kind of start to stop coming for this downside. I mean, we could potentially come into coming for a position on that support level, but I feel like we have already maybe shifted. 750, 66, 750. Where is that level again? Yeah, so just under 64, 750, we do have quite a lot of liquidity. 64, 732 is actually, to be precise, and that is actually 64, 750. I mean, currently we're at 64, 680. That's just above that candle high. Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. Like that distance there is so small. Right, what we got going on? 64, 400. There is some activity. There actually is some activity at 65k. Quite a lot of activity at 65k. Yeah, 65k. Obviously, Bitcoin is going to be very reactive on news and what we get kind of within the session. I don't think we've got anything news-wise. Ah, there we go. 1 minute ago. Trump on Truth Social.
It's the filibuster. President Trump went to Truth Social with strong words about the filibuster. Here we go. Whichever party terminates the filibuster first will be the party that survives and thrives. If the Democrats win this race, however, America will rapidly become nothing more than a third world nation. Also had a note for the Senate Majority Leader John Thune about this to get moving on it. The president's been pretty consistent about this for some time. We'll see whether or not the Senate...
About 10 years.
Yeah, we'll see whether or not the Senate takes any action with regard to that. We will see him in Michigan in just a couple hours.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, I think.
All right. President Trump went to Truth Social.
Well, I have no fucking clue what the filibuster is, I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue what the filibuster is. It's like, I couldn't even tell you. What is it? Filibuster? Filibuster? Filibuster. 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 That sounds like a weird name. Terminates a filibuster. Republicans can then quickly pass everything they ever dreamed of, including a full and deep-throated Save America Act, the budget, and ever-looming debt ceiling disaster 1929. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that at all. I will most likely be coming in for a long actually on Bitcoin. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably say this area actually. You can see we've already started to see some kind of movement for the upside. Obviously, you can see lower highs, lower lows, but here it does look like structure has shifted, and then we made the high, and this could be a good area to come in for a potential higher high. So let's have a look at that and come in for a long for Bitcoin right now. Alright, also got Athena. Yeah, we're coming for Athena as well. We're looking to come back up in this range here. I mean, I actually do have a strong kind of analysis or feeling that we are going to be seeing this upside for Bitcoin right now. There's actually a lot of liquidity in the upside at around 65k. So we'll be looking to reclaim that area again. Now Tesla is a little bit bearish, a little bit bullish. Well, it actually was a little bit bearish there, but overall still bullish, We'll put stop loss just below those lows there for Bitcoin, and we'll be coming into a potential level of 65k. Actually no, what's that level up there? 65,600. So we'll come in for that high then. We'll try and come in for that high. Well, already we are bullish. Now I want to see, you know, price making those higher lows, higher highs. Tesla, that trade is from the from a signal group. Yeah, so currently we are, you can see we transition now to the upside, and I feel like a reversal is coming on. Got loads of positions just then. We've got Optimism sell, Near sell, B&B sell, Teo sell. Right, should we close those and come in for them positions instead then? Right, we've got, what we got? We've got Optimism, OP, USDT, Optimism. Say if we look for TP3. I've got near USD, so one point. So we've got near Opu, we'll go B&B, B&B. It's not big. I keep getting it mixed up with Bitcoin Cash. I don't know why, but I do. Not enough ROI on that, I don't think. We'll do B&B 558. Yeah, it's still not enough, is it? What else have we got? Teo. Right, let's have a look at Teo. Teo 171. Right, they're in. So we've got a couple positions there. Couple of positions there. Alright, so yeah, we are looking for the downside. We are looking for this downside. Obviously, we've obviously got all those positions there. So we are going to be expecting a big move for this downside. Well, I hope so anyway. Whoa, why is it all green and green, yellow, orange? Right, what we got going on? International armed conflict 24, military occupation 9. Right, what we got going on? Yeah, I mean, this didn't play out at all. What we had on the weekend, I believe. Yeah, Tesla's moving crazy right now. Tesla's moving pretty crazy. Everything just crashed. Wait, OPU reverse. Okay, so I now put in reasonable TPs. Oh my days, no, it was right. It was right. I mean, Tesla's starting to come in for the downside. Teo's already seen this downside. Volume still there. Momentum has not yet shifted though. Momentum has not yet shifted. Obviously, we are in a slight loss on optimism there, but we are still waiting for those to start this move. Still waiting for those to start the move. Right. I'm just trying to sort this out really quick and then we'll be sorted. I've messed my whole screen up and now it's kind of in this weird colour. Right, we're back. Yeah, we're fine. Right, there we go. It looks like Teo has obviously broken the structure already and is already leaning for the downside. I don't know, but somehow Tesla's still kind of bullish. You guys can see, still kind of bullish. We have got a hanging man candle there though. Could be a slight maybe signal for the downside. News-wise, we're not really getting too much. S&P 500 erases all gains and turns red on the day as chip stocks fall. Oh, that Tesla's not doing it. Tesla's not doing it. Tesla's not doing it right now. Right, I'm gonna put stop loss just above around there. Well, we'll just put it right there. Okay. Bit risky though. A bit risky. Obviously, I have changed the stop loss for Tesla slightly. Obviously, if we do start, pushing even higher, then yeah, we'll get stopped out. Obviously, I'm not liking the initial move to begin with. Obviously, entry price was that level there. We came in when price came for that move back up slightly at 306.17. But yeah, it's not really seen much of a downside afterwards. It does look like momentum is about to shift though, so we could get a deeper move. Obviously, surpassing this previous low. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright guys, I'm going to leave that there and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, so how are we looking? Right, we're slowly coming in for a downside. Tesla's dropping as well. Tesla is dropping as well. Right, let's have a look at Elon Musk. See what he's saying on Tesla. President Trump says he will limit negotiations and employ strong military measures if talks with Iran fail. When has he said that? This one? Yeah, so the the most recent thing he obviously said was about the filibuster or whatever it is. Right, Musk, what's he saying? 9 hours ago. Not too much. Want to see what will maybe what reactions we'll get from obviously Tesla prices, kind of Tesla news. Latest. Let's have a look. Tesla's fight for 5G tech. Automaker wins appeal to revive UK patent case. What have we got here? Tesla has won a bid to revive its London lawsuit against US technology company InterDigital and patent licensing platform Avanti as it seeks a patent license ahead of running 5G-enabled vehicles in Britain. Tesla first filed the lawsuit in London's High Court against InterDigital and Avanti, asking the court to determine fair, reasonable and non-discriminatory licensing term for using essential 5G patents. The automaker argues that Avanti's flat rate pool fee of $32 per vehicle exceeds what would qualify as a fair FRAND terms. Money What Matters in 2036. Elon Musk makes bold claim, explains why. In 2024, the High Court discussed Tesla's request for a ruling on FRAND licensing terms after sliding with Interdigital and Avanti. However, Tesla's separate challenge seeking to invalidate 3 interdigital patents was allowed to continue. Tesla lost its appeal. Not too much, honestly, for Tesla, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I mean, we could see a low here, and then, I mean, overall, like if we start making a higher high, then we will get stopped out. I'll put it a little bit lower, but. What do we see from US market open? A big move for the downside actually in the US market open. I mean, we initially was actually pretty choppy in this area. You can see very sharp movement for the downside, then bullish, and then we then started the decline. I mean, even before US market open, we was already in for that decline. And then we saw a pretty sharp one at the US market open. Now, Teo, NER, and Optimism are all within, within profit right now. Obviously, the profit is literally nothing, but it looks like we are slowly starting to come in for this downside. Slowly but surely starting to come in for this downside. Right, so obviously we also have funded trading available for you guys on Everdex. Now, what you do is go in here, go funded trading, and yeah, what we have, well, we have the 50k and 100k accounts available now as well, which is very, very nice. So obviously every account has a little bit of a bigger entry collateral. So for a 1.5k account, 50 USD. USDT, and then for a 5k, 10k, 25, 150, and 100, you can see the amounts right there. So all of them obviously are instant payout, 0% profit share, no challenges, max short on 3%. So everything you make is entirely yours to keep. So it's just there. The link is down below if you guys want to check that out. So we are coming in for that downside slowly but surely. Slowly but surely we are coming in for this downside. I'm looking to break even lower. Obviously currently we do have some kind of support level in this zone. That's why obviously we're not seeing downside just yet. I feel like we're still attempting to you know, clear this level and continue even lower. So currently it does look like buyers are protecting this area. We may even see a, you know, kind of a strong bearish move, but right now not too much going on. Not too much going on. So we've got a signal for Pudgy Penguins. Let's have a look at Pudgy Penguins actually. Yeah, Pudgy Penguins looks to actually being a very similar kind of structure as Optimism, Teo, NER. So they might also, well, they are going to see the downside eventually. Now Tesla is still kind of consolidating. We want it to obviously continue even lower, but for right now, not too much bearish price action. Not too much base price action. Pretty slow market today, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty slow market today. Right, I'll have a look if where Bitcoin's at. Not sure why it's still loading. Not sure why it's not loading, honestly. Not too much going on for Bitcoin today, I'm not gonna lie. Right, we'll have a look at the book map. Right. Oh, we've got 65k. There is actually quite a lot of liquidity at 64.1k, I'm not gonna lie. About 60, yeah, about 64, 100-ish. Yeah, just there, 64, 44. $190. I mean, we're in profit on all those positions, but currently, like I said, Tesla's not really seeing downside that we are, you know, kind of still waiting for. We're still waiting for that downside. I'm going to drop that stop loss even lower, just to kind of minimize risk. If we start, you know, sweeping highs, for example, this high here. So we'll see. $1 profit, nice. Have we now seen Bitcoin coming in for the downside? Nope. About crude oil. It says price is a little bit. Please buy the real-time data package. Wow. So now they want me to buy data again. Cool. We need Brent crude oil. Let's have a look at Brent crude oil. BR1. 89. BR1. Brent crude oil futures. Well, this is the 1 minute time frame. We've seen a drastic drop today, though. Look at that, all the way from 90. That's actually Saturday. Saturday was at 97. Well, for Friday, Thursday, 102. 102. Now we have dropped significantly, making a low of 87. Ideally, we want to come back within the kind of the low 80 region, so just under 80 would be very nice to see. Let's go 30-minute time frame. Yeah, this is the area where we want to be, you know, chilling at. We want to be chilling over there. If we look at daily, (2020), 2016. I mean, the all-time high was in April. $124 per barrel. Thing is, though, like, fuel prices here are kind of the same price as when they were in like April, May, when the whole like kind of situation between Iran and the USA was at its kind of peak, which is very strange, very strange. Okay, slowly coming in, slowly coming from the downside. Very slow, very, very slow. So I was obviously looking at when we actually did have the cheapest kind of fuel price period. So price from 2010 onwards. 3 major periods where prices were exceptionally low. April 2020, the cheapest period was the COVID crash. This was by far the lowest point. COVID lockdowns caused global travel to almost stop. Demand for oil collapsed. Storage tanks filled up because nobody was using fuel. Saudi Arabia and Russia were also in an oil price war, increasing the supply while demand was collapsing. For a brief period of April 2020, the US WTI oil futures price actually traded below $0 per barrel, negative prices, because traders were paying others to take oil they couldn't store. So Brent crude fell to around $19 per barrel, the lowest in many, many years. 2016, then 2020 to 2021. 26 of the $80 per barrel was January, February 2016. So we've actually not seen, well, very, very low oil prices in a very long time. 2020, where's 2020? I was here then. $16 per barrel. That would have been insane. No way. So for $16 to $20 per barrel, which was pretty much 2020, you'd be paying around 95 to $1.15. Obviously, not dollar, sorry. 95 cents to €1.15 per litre. That's obviously comparing to what we have here. And that was obviously $16 to $20 per barrel. Now, $70 to $80 per barrel, then obviously you're looking at the reasonable 150 to 180, which is kind of the norm that we see nowadays anyway. Well, that is for Europe in general. So from around €2 to like 180, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. You can see the start of July, the start of the month, $70 per barrel. That was good. So yeah, it was ranging from like 150 to 180. It was at 150, 160 again, which was good. And then now again, back up to 102. So yeah, when we get to 110, 120 a barrel, you're looking at 190 to 230 a litre. That is an absolute scam. Like, that is insane. Obviously, people working normal jobs, it's crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, that's just a rough calculation. So a barrel contains around 159 litres, and at $16 per barrel, crude cost per litre was about 10 was it cents? Is it? What is it for America? Cents? Is it still? It's not nickels or shillings, is it? Yeah, is it still cents? Isn't it? 10 cents per barrel, per litre, sorry. So we have to add refining, transport and storage, retail margin, excise duty, and 21% VAT. That was good. That was good. That was a good time. So realistically, could we see prices coming back within that same kind of range if this whole, I don't know, war situation fully dies off? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What was that? Wait, what was actually the price before this whole war? So we're looking at January. So like January-ish. Yeah, it's about 60-ish. Look at that. It's kind of remained at a steady level there. Is it October and November? So around $63 a barrel. That's good. That is very, very good. So we're looking at 150 a litre. That's actually very very true. We had at one point at some petrol stations we had like 160, then 150, then it was, I think it dipped to maybe 140 at some times, which was obviously very, very good. And now we're paying a lot more. Absolutely chucking it down outside. So, if the current geopolitical tensions were to genuinely ease, meaning a durable end to major conflicts affecting energy markets, the most likely outcome is that lower Brent crude oil prices, but probably will not return to the extreme lows that we saw in 2020. which is obviously like $20 per barrel, which is insane. Like that was, I mean, if we had that here, then oh my god, that'll be amazing. But so obviously current environment is 70 to 90, geopolitical risk plus balanced supply. Major peace agreements, we're looking at $60 to $75 per barrel. That's reduced risk premium. And then we're looking at peace, which is obviously plus weak global economy. You're looking at $45 to $60 per barrel, low demand and less supply risk. And then severe global recession, we'd be looking at $30 to $45 per barrel with a demand destruction. So a COVID-style collapse obviously would be then $30 per barrel, which would require an extraordinary demand shock. So yeah, obviously there would have to be multiple bearish factors at once. So obviously you see price coming back down to like the $40 range, so below like $50 to $40 range. Obviously would have to have the global recession that sharply reduces fuel demand. OPEC deciding not to cut production. Strong growth in non-OPEC oil production, for example, US, Brazil, Guyana and Canada. And then stable geopolitics that remove the war-related risk premium. And currently, we will most likely see prices coming back within most likely the $64 to $70 region once things actually do calm down fully. But I believe if they, fully stop and, the whole situation comes to, a full stop, then I feel like we can definitely see prices coming back within kind of the 30 to, I won't say 30 to 40, I'd say about 65 to, I'd say $60 to $70 region. $60 to $70 region is actually a reasonable area for price to come into. Obviously we can't trade Brent crude oil as the same as we do on, for example, crypto or meme coins or stocks. Stocks are a little bit different as well. They act differently. Obviously it's company based. If a company's doing good, we'll go up. If not, we'll see the same thing. But obviously that does affect crypto as well. Now for Brent crude oil prices, there won't be really resistance. It's kind of all supply and demand really, and that's what we have to take into consideration when we are trading. So we have to understand that each of these different things that we have available to obviously trade act accordingly to their own kind of way, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Right, what have we got going on? Yeah, it's not really much movement today, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, the only news we've kind of got is obviously President Trump says he is ready for strong military action if Iran talks fail per Axios. So I don't know, we could be heading into a very, very kind of conflict related area, but for now it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Obviously we're still waiting for this move to happen. Tesla's still within a little bit of a loss. So these are currently the four trades. We've got Optimism, Near, Protocol, Tesla and Teo. So this is obviously how Tesla is moving. This is obviously the signal we got. We entered here. I mean, it's not the best area to obviously enter. Well, now obviously now looking at it, I was thinking, you know, we'll get the retest and we'll come in for a continuation. That's not what we got. Instead, we obviously continued for this. Well, we kind of just got rejected, really. We kind of just got rejected. Well, currently, it does look like we may have, well, I mean, it's not may, we do. We do have a 5-minute fair value gap in this area right now, as you guys can see. And you can see we've retested into it and we've been bullish. So realistically, if we, it's a reasonable area to put stop loss. I mean, we could put a stop loss above, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be, you know, getting absolutely cooked. We've got a stop loss here, and then, you know, if we continue to push, then we'll get stopped out. If not, and we actually, you know, somehow clear this fair value gap and continue even lower, yeah, then we will see a very nice move for the downside. So you can see there's multiple rejections in this current area. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish there. So yeah, Tesla is currently the only kind of trade that's putting us within this loss. I think we might be getting stopped out in a couple seconds just there. We are super, super close to our stop loss right now. Look at that. I mean, if we see it and it happens, then oh well. Yeah, I think we're about to get cooked, so. It just needs a tiny, tiny little push and that's it, we're done on that trade. Like, I mean, I don't want to obviously see that, but that is currently the what we're seeing right now. You can see it's exactly on that level. Exactly on that level. I mean, if we do see a rejection from here, then you can see the volume is a lot higher here. I'm actually surprised it didn't stop us out. Must have been massive, well, I wouldn't say massive, but sellers, it does look like sellers protected the level. I'm already seeing this rejection. So SpaceX has wiped out 1.5 trillion in just 27 trading days. It's now 51% down from its peak. No way. Oh, we're still getting pressure. We're still getting pressure for the upside. Yeah, I think we've been cooked out right there. Not. It's okay though. It's okay. We're still going to be looking for the downside on our free trades that we currently got. We'll have a look if that Pudgy Penguins trade is still kind of, you know, doable. I don't know if it is. Oh, we've got Pudgy 637. We've got Bitcoin sell, gold sell, Stark sell. What's STRK? Starknet. 305, 302, 303. Let's have a look at stop TP 0.02908, 2908. That's the reasonable 600. So and their stop loss is 0.0317. Alright, let's go. You can see there's quite a lot of spillage there. You can see, obviously we entered and then price kind of saw that move there. Right, we've got a lucky shot. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, we have no win. Right, so we're still looking for all of these trades to, you know, continue for the downside. But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. There we go. Optimism is finally breaking this downside. We may see much more of a bearish move. For the downside, if we actually do see, well, we've been moving in this cycle for quite a long time now. Yeah, I see Axios. Trump tells Axios, "I'm ready for strong military action if Iran talks fail." What else have we got going on? Yeah, we're seeing a rejection. If we do make a lower high, then that will be good. But look at that. That's a very bullish price action right there. Very bullish. Very bullish. I mean, overall, this travesty trade might take, I don't know, a lot longer than normal. But yes, it's a very slow session today. I'm not gonna lie. Very bullish move, what the hell? Like out of nowhere as well. Like literally out of nowhere. I think that might be because Bitcoin was just maybe. Yeah, look how bullish that is. Damn. Literally out of nowhere, we just start pushing like this. That is crazy. That is crazy. Right, for optimism, I think we'll put TP at 0.09225. 0.09225. Yeah, that's a reasonable area for stop loss. Near protocol, let's have a look. I mean, near protocol is actually fine. It's in a pretty good stop loss area. For Teo, we'll put it a little bit lower. I mean, overall for Teo, we are in this downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. I mean, I'm looking for a lower low in this area right now. I'm just not sure why we saw such a massive bullish move for optimism. Like out of nowhere, we just start pumping, like literally out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Not too much going on for today. Not too much going on for today. Not liking this price action. Not liking this price action, I'm not gonna lie. Now What is going on? Are we going to continue even higher now? Or where are we going? What's Starknet doing? I mean, we could realistically put that like here. Why is everything just crashed? Guys, we've literally got no movement at all. Literally no movement. Let's have a look on X. NVIDIA reignites circular AI concerns. Porsche agreed to eliminate 5,000 jobs by 2035 as part of the New Deal. Labour officials that protect its main German sites and rules of compulsory redundancies. I don't know, it's pretty empty. It's pretty empty today, I'm not going to lie. Jamie Dimon says too many leaders are sloppy communicators. Obviously, we read this filibuster thing earlier on. Yeah, obviously, yeah, we mentioned as well, SpaceX is down 50% from its peak. A lot of people actually have been saying as well, it's kind of been the easiest trade of their lives. Yeah, you can see, there we go. SpaceX has been wiped out in 1.5 trillion in just 27 trading days. It's now 51% down from its peak. You know why this is happening? No, I don't. I mean, I'm actually pretty confused on why it's happening. Like, I mean, such a big launch for such a big company, and then it's down in less than a month. So just tiny bit less than a month. It's down 51%. So half of it cooked. Not good at all. What else have we got? There we go. Sorry, Stack has finally seen some movement for the downside. We have just got a signal for Filecoin sell, but we're not going to come in for that. We're going to obviously wait for these, all four of these trades to come in for the deeper downside. There we go. Stack has just absolutely dropped. Maybe we'll see a similar or the same reaction on the other trades that we got. Obviously, Optimism, Nair, and Teo. But I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I mean, yeah, look, it's wicked. We've been wicked out already. Pretty wicky there. Pretty wicky there. Yeah, we obviously talked about this. President Trump says he's ready for strong military action. There's no surprise there. President Trump is working to crush the immigration asylum backlog, making the government more efficient and speeding up immigration enforcement. Yeah, I mean, immigration is actually a very, very big problem across pretty much the entire world right now. Europe seems to be absolutely sinking in immigration. Obviously, a lot of problems, a lot of conflict, stealing, stabbing, killing, drugs, you name it, it's all there. It's all like uncontrollable. But yeah, it's very out of control. I mean, even if we type in immigration, we'll probably see like riots and everything else. Like people, obviously, again, they're all like trying to, stand up for something that doesn't even make sense. Like immigration is a good thing, and then this guy just trying to stand up to this officer, and then he's just getting absolutely fucked. I mean, that's what you get. You fuck around and find out. That's literally what you get. Like these guys, look at them. They got straps. They've got everything. They've got everything on hand. Like they're not going to be scared to put you in your ass. Like that's what I mean. Immigration currently it seems to be a very, very big problem across the world. Again, look, massive Trump win. A US appeals. I mean, this was like 23rd of June, so this was literally last month. A US appeals court has just allowed the Trump admin to expedite the removal of illegals from our country. The 2-1 ruling affirms illegals anywhere in the US can be removed without seeing an immigration judge if they'd been in the US for less than 2 years before their arrest. So this policy used to only be used in the immediate vicinity of the US border, and now it's being implemented nationwide. Well, look at them all. Very nice. Obviously, Poland is very, very, very against the whole kind of immigration movement. Obviously, a lot of people do think it's a good thing. Personally, I'm not going to comment on it, but obviously Poland is not messing around when it comes to illegal immigration. Bare Knuckle Fighting Group just released a promotional video to warn all tanned pseudo engineers they enter Poland at their own risk. Poland has actually been very, very kind of against the immigration. They've obviously been very active, keeping all the immigrants out who do actually attempt to get in. And when some actually do, like somehow get in through some kind of area, then immediately we have officers showing up, put them in the back of the van, and they're gone. But yeah, like I said, it's a very big problem. It's a very, very big problem. What we got on Elon Musk right there, 3 days ago, I think that was. Elon Musk, by political views, are very centrist. They're not far right. Frankly, calling them far right is an insult to history and an insult to many people. It is an outrageous falsehood. Okay. Yeah, look, Germany, it's an absolute state. Look at the place. Rubbish everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Federal agents are said to have been told that FBI will no longer investigate confrontations with immigration agents. Yeah, it's not looking too good. What have we got? Zombie court. The Trump administration just filed the first ever case with the Alien Terrorist Removal Court, a secretive body created by Congress in 1996 that has never heard a single case in nearly 30 years. I'm not going to read that, just too much. Right, how are we looking on them trades? Not good. That's what I'm saying. Not good. We haven't even hit like TP1 on any of those trades so far. What we got? OP USD. TP1 is actually at 8984. 8984. Just there. That is TP1 right there. That is TP1 right there. And then for that trade, 8984. What was it? 89. I mean, TP1 is only 500 bucks already. OPU sell 0.08896. Yeah, that's obviously TP2 actually. 0.872. So yeah, we do have a very long way to go still on these couple of trades that we've currently got on. But yeah, we'll see how they play out. We'll see how they play out. What we got for news? 1 billion wipes from the US stock markets today. Crazy. I mean, I feel like every day we're just getting wipes. Like, I don't think there's been a single session where we've had, inflow and then no outflow. Because we get, like, I don't know, a certain amount added and then, a little bit of time goes by, let's say an hour maybe, and then, yeah, we get the same thing every single time. More outflows, more losses, prices dumping. So yeah, it's not looking too good. Yeah, I need that price to just make a move, make some kind of move. Because right now, we've not got anything. We have not got anything going on right now. And Bitcoin as well, not really seeing much movement. Like, why are we still bullish? Why are we still bullish? Should I be concerned? Oh my god. let's actually see how Tesla ended up coming across. Yeah, you can see it's still respecting that fair value gap. Bullish, bullish, bullish. How are we just randomly pumping right now? Like, make it make sense. Like, out of nowhere, you start pumping. Crazy. Honestly, guys, right now, so dead. So dead. I mean, I just don't want, obviously, those trades to obviously hit TP. What? TP? Stop loss. I don't want them to hit stop loss. But then obviously pushing that stop loss all the way up here is then just, I don't know. It's risky, but it is risky. I'm gonna put it where I initially put it, just there. That's it. No more moving of stop loss. Like, we've literally seen the price kind of consolidating in this range for, I don't even know how long. Like, literally, there's been no movement at all. There's been no movement at all today. Wall Street Tesla. Tesla's founders are backing the anti-Cybertruck. What the hell is that? Mark Tarpenning and Martin Eberhard dreamed up Tesla and convinced Elon Musk to fund it. 2 decades later, they're backing an antidote to the company it's become, a maker of pint-sized electric trucks.
With an aesthetic rebuttal.
So what was the first one?
Tesla's founders are backing the
anti-Cybertruck. What on earth is that? Anti-Cybertruck. That is ridiculous. What do you guys think of that? What on earth is that? That's called the anti-Cybertruck. That looks like a massive piece of shit. Just look at it. It's ugly. It's so ugly. Like why would you drive that? Oh my days. Bruh. Cooked. I'm currently trading Stack, Optimism, Near USD, and Teo. Those are the 4 positions I've currently got. These are obviously the signals I've got on my group. So we'll see how they play out. I mean, normally they play out pretty nicely, but judging from what we are seeing right now, price action wise, these might take a little bit longer to play out. Most likely coming into the rest of the afternoon. But yeah, that's currently what we're looking like. We had a look at obviously Bitcoin earlier on, but yeah, we didn't really see too much. We did actually have a position for Bitcoin. So we had Bitcoin sell from 64.6k to 64.4k. TP1 was 64k, TP2 was 63.8k, that was TP2, TP3 63.3, and TP4 62.4. Stop loss 65.7. I mean, stop loss is pretty big, and yeah, currently about 64.7, making a high of 64,896. Where? Not. That's 805. Okay. Yeah, that's currently what we are. Bitcoin for short. Yeah, obviously that's what we're looking for. Bitcoin short. So yeah, like I said, that signal was Bitcoin sell from 64.6k to 64.4k. Currently price is a little bit outside of that range. And then TP1 64k, TP2 63.8k. So yeah, we are looking for the downside. There's actually more liquidity in the downside as well. You can see as well here, 64.3k, 64k. So yeah, we are looking for the downside on Bitcoin as well. Obviously, if I wasn't in these positions, I would most likely be also looking in for a short position for Bitcoin, like from here as well. But like I said, stop loss is a little bit big. Stop loss is at 65.7k. So yeah, it's a little bit big. What the fuck? What the hell? Like, it just randomly started pumping out of nowhere. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. So realistically, I think when we started to see this move for the downside to, like, I don't know, 64k, even deeper to, let's say, 63.8k, then I believe we will most likely see all of our trades as well being within profit. But I mean, like right now, we've just seen a pump randomly from Bitcoin, which is very, very interesting, but I don't know. How are we so bullish, like out of nowhere? Literally out of nowhere. Like, what is going on? Either yeah, it cooked, innit? It's cooked. Like literally out of nowhere, we just start pumping. Literally out of nowhere. Like, what is this price action, man? What is going on? What is going on? I don't even know why we've just started randomly moving for the upside like that. Crazy, crazy. Like out of nowhere as well. Like, why are we just randomly bullish? United States President Trump says United States is talking with Iran right now. So what are we gonna expect from that? Like, the move is just surprisingly bullish. Like, nothing even happened, and yeah, we're just out of nowhere. We start moving. some consolidation right now. I feel like, I mean, volume is dying off. So we'll most likely start dropping from here in a second. Yeah, you can see we are dropping in volume right now. Obviously, you can't manipulate volume. Obviously, Bitcoin is very, very manipulated, but overall, yeah, there's the massive amount of manipulation within the markets these days, and yeah, we've actually seen some very, very questionable moves over the past, God knows how many sessions we've had, and well, yeah, it's been kind of crazy. President Javier Milei announced Starlink will connect 6,000 rural schools across. Starlink will connect 6,000 rural schools across Argentina. That's obviously going to be positive for Tesla, right? Or would that not make an impact? Obviously, it's all joined in, but I don't know. I don't think it will. But I mean, Tesla's a whole different thing. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's going to have an effect at all. I mean, the fact that we are consolidating this range, we may see the downside. Only ICT order flow trading. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. My book map has frozen for some reason. Alright, what we got? 64,800. $64,760. Yeah, I mean, we do have a wall at 61.3k-ish. What's that price? Yeah, 61,200-ish. That's where we have a massive chunk of positions waiting. I mean, it's almost like a red wall. Yeah, I'm not seeing any movement right now. Literally. Obviously, we're still looking for the downside on all those trades. On all of those trades. Honestly, it's so slow today. It's so slow. It's so incredibly slow. Like, we don't even have much to cover either. Like, there's not really too much going on. Come on, refresh. Right, what we got? US Treasuries edged higher as oil prices softened after the US paused its nearly 2-week campaign of strikes against Iran. While traders eyed a roughly 1 in 3 chance of a Federal Reserve interest rate hike on Wednesday. I don't know. It's. I've got mixed feelings about it all. Mixed feelings about it all. I mean, the whole situation as a whole is not good. Not good at all. I feel like it's going to be very hard to get any rate cuts whatsoever. No way. Right, what we got for? No way. I mean, he was the world's first trillionaire, but every single day, I believe, he's been dropping. Obviously, now he's valued at $706.1 billion. But yeah, he was doing good. Well, I mean, at SpaceX IPO launch, he was doing very well. He was at the $1 trillion net worth. Then shortly after the SpaceX IPO, I think he actually reached about 1.2 billion, if I'm not mistaken. And then now he's back down to 700 billion. Obviously, SpaceX is now down 51% from its kind of all-time high, which is insane. I actually did think this was going to happen. We actually talked about this in previous sessions as well. That price was going to see a massive move for the downside eventually, and that's exactly what we got. We saw the move for the upside to what? I don't even know what it was, but shortly after, I think it was like maybe 2 days, we just started dumping again. Like, it was just continuously dumping. And now we're already down 51% in 27 days. 27 days. It's not a big time. It's not a long time at all. Big time. Yes, big time. Right, what we got? Right, we're slowly on a decline. Slowly on a decline. Like I said, once we obviously see Bitcoin dumping, we will most likely see all of our trades as well coming in for a very nice profit. But right now, we're still waiting for that move. Currently, this is the crypto coin market cap. Recently, obviously trending, as of course, we'll have OpenAI, Solana, Bitcoin. I'm not sure what this is actually. Trust tokenized Invesco. Not sure. I don't think I've heard of it. Not Lorenzo Protocol, not heard of that either. Akido, nope. Unitas, nope. I've only obviously Pump Fund, OpenAI, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Biggest gainers: Ardera, Layer Zero, Athena. Biggest losers: Venice Token, 4% in 24 hours. Shiba is down. Polkadot. Pepe, Shiba, Bitcoin. Ket on Solana. Crazy. Right, we're on a decline now. We want to see it dumping. We want to see that price just absolutely dump right now. Very slow. We're still waiting for price to obviously continue. And I mean, in the meantime, we've not really got too much to kind of go off on. We've kind of covered the main things. Obviously, we've covered Bitcoin, Ethereum, oil, conflict-wise, where we're at, what we've got coming this week, what we're to expect. We had a little talk about obviously oil prices. I'm not sure what else are what we got to cover. What else have we got to cover? Right, guys, I'm gonna leave that trade there for just to let it play out a little bit, and then we'll be back. So, hello. Yeah, I'll let that play out. I'll get a drink in that, and yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. Right, how are we looking? not too nice. Honestly, nothing going on at all. Like, the price that we've been in for this past, like, I don't know, well, look at that. So much consolidation. So much consolidation, look at that. It's not looking good. Right, let's see if we can actually maybe get something to kind of show you guys. Because right now, so empty, so empty. Right. 5 minutes, let's have a look. Fair value gap maybe? Got a some kind of I won't say support. Actually, yeah, I'd say support in this area. Support there. I'm questioning if we. Well, I mean, volume is coming down, so I feel like buyers are getting weaker. So realistically, I might expect to see a continuation for this downside. No, I was thinking upside. I was thinking upside. You can see we've dipped into the fair value gap, but we've come even below it there. Got some resistance there though. You can see we've got confirmation 1, 2, 3, fake out. We could see a rejection from here and then a downside, but I don't know, it's looking a little bit iffy. Honestly, there's no movement today, no movement at all. Obviously, we have 240 million in outflows for today. Overall, I'd say that's kind of it. That's kind of it. it's hot again. I mean, it looks like we're breaking outside of that resistance level. It does look like we are breaking it. Yeah, we've just broken outside again. We broke it. I don't know how that's possible, even though we were just on this candle. Have we really been moving that fast? I mean, you can see we've dipped into the fair value gap and then we've seen a rejection. Thing is, I'm not really seeing too much resistance. I'm not really seeing too much resistance. Honestly, it's so slow today, so slow. We'll have a look at Tesla, see how we kind of went with that. I mean, look, you can eventually we are coming back within that area. We obviously we are shorted from here. We obviously would have still been in a loss, but obviously we do still have all of these positions open. So we'll see how they play out overall. But yeah, right now there's literally nothing going on. What? What have we just seen? Bitcoin just starts moving crazy out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. I mean, Bitcoin is literally going crazy. Bitcoin is going crazy. Why have we just started absolutely pumping out of nowhere? Is it just because, or what? Like literally out of nowhere, just like pushing 40 mil. Right there, it's already been swept. I mean, there's more positions waiting at 65.3k. So we might even retest 65.5k for all we know. So look at gold, maybe. Alright, where's that 4-hour time frame that we previously touched upon? We've actually kept within a very, very nice level on that area. I mean, we are slowly bearish. I'm not sure if that resistance level is still valid though. So I'm coming for a new one. Yeah, it's not too good. It's not too good. I mean, we may continue bearish up until that level of 3,963. Obviously, this was obviously Fridays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh no, Friday we were bearish. We started to come up again, and now we made it to that level again. Question is now, are we gonna, maybe see a downside, or are we gonna continue to possibly come bearish, making those lower highs, lower lows, and touch upon 3,963, where we have that major support level? Who knows? Who knows? Obviously, conflict is still at a distance. Conflict is still on the books. Trump says Trump says the US is having good talks with Iran. There is a good chance something could happen. Odds of a deal by August 31st on prediction markets immediately pumps to 75%. This is giga bullish for markets. I'm not sure about that. Trump hasn't even made any announcements though. He says only has to pause due to running out of munitions. I'm not sure if Trump's actually running out of munitions. I mean, it's USA, like, come on now. Against Iran, like, USA, come on. I don't know. I mean, we are slowly on a decline, but then again, there's no movement at all. There is no movement at all. Look at the consolidation. Oh my god. Consolidation. I mean, Bitcoin just started randomly pumping out of nowhere, but like, look at the movement. Crazy. President Trump says interest rates should be lowered. Interesting. Should be lowered or will be lowered. By what? What's the source? So Axios maybe? Should be lowered or will be lowered, or what's going on? Trump has the markets like this with his fucking fingers. When someone tells you Trump is super transparent and talks to reporters more than any other president, show them this. He simply doesn't answer questions, and he is at least transparent president.
The United States has taken in $13 billion from Venezuela. Where is that money going?
$13 billion from Venezuela? I think even more than that. Now, Venezuela, we paid for that war many times over. And that'll happen with Iran also. We paid for the war many times over.
But where is that money going?
Which, by the way, no other president can say that for a long time. Okay?
I mean, there's nothing to kind of go into on that post. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, days like this is when there's nothing to kind of there's literally nothing going on. Like Monday, I feel like every single Monday has been like this lately. There's like no movement at all. Like just random bullish stuff like this. And then obviously we see massive consolidation, then again push, but then overall we still eventually see the downside. Obviously these trades will play out later on, but they obviously will take a little bit more time. So yeah, they're gonna play out towards the end of the day. So I mean, for now, the only thing we can kind of do is kind of, I don't know, just break down what's been happening. But like I said, there's not really too much to go on. Like there's literally nothing I can kind of think to obviously show you guys as well. The market is pretty dead right now. Obviously it's Monday. It's getting late as well. So how are we still bullish for Bitcoin though? Right guys, reckon that's going to be it for today's session. Obviously, there's not a lot going on, and well, if there's not a lot going on, it's well, there's not really too much to go off. Honestly, we've covered quite a lot of things today already as it is. Obviously, these trades will most likely play out later in the day. So obviously, yeah, I reckon we kick it off tomorrow fresh. With a fresh, day, fresh mindset, everything like that. Obviously Mondays are a bit slow, like we've obviously seen previously. But yeah, obviously check them links out down below. There is a link for Evidex. We do have funded trading available. There's courses, funded trading. You can win a Rolex actually. There is currently a prize competition going on where you guys can win a Rolex. So obviously the trader with the most volume does win a Rolex. Second place is like an iPhone 17 Pro Max, and then you get like AirPods, I think, for third place. But yeah, it's a good challenge. But yeah, check the link out. Definitely worth checking out. Obviously, if you're looking to obviously trade as well for a nice, funded trading, we do have funded trading available. Obviously this is only just recent, like this was only available a couple months ago, maybe a month or two ago. So pretty much with a 50 USDT entry you can get a 1.5k account. Now everything you make on this account is entirely yours, so yeah, I mean profit wise you're free to keep it all. Now instant payout, no challenges like other firms we have to like prove yourself and things like that. And now, as of today, we do have 50k available. and 100k. So 50k and 100k accounts, funded trading accounts are available. So definitely take advantage of that opportunity whilst it's there. So yeah, with that in mind, obviously we'll kick it off fresh tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm expecting a lot more movement, a lot more volatility, price action and everything involved. So yeah, obviously I'll keep it short, and yeah, pretty much we will catch up in tomorrow's live trading session. Obviously we've covered everything we need to cover, and I don't want to drag it on because we literally don't even have anything to kind of cover and go over. So like I said, we'll catch up in tomorrow's session. Tune in. We'll be live from around pretty much from before US market open, so like an hour or two before US market open. That's when we'll be live. So yeah, check in tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That will be greatly appreciated. It will help the channel out massively. So with that in mind, obviously I will show you guys tomorrow how these 4 trades play out. So yeah, with that in mind, I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I will see you all in tomorrow's